So this is the bump from the front. And this is the bump from the side. I feel pretty lost. It definitely popped out this week. Is anybody else's baby craving ice cream? And other side, that's not really exciting, it's the same thing. That's my oven. But this is, Hi everyone. I'm at 31 weeks today, as you probably already saw in the title. Very, very excited. Very, very nervous, but in a good happy way, but slightly anxious way as well, because that means the baby could be here in as little as 6 weeks. She could be here, well, she could come next week, you never know. Oh, she'll be full term in 6 weeks, which is really an exciting and kind of scary thing. I honestly didn't expect to be pregnant for this long. If you've read my blog, you know I've had losses in the past, and so this is kind of a big deal for me, and every single week that I get further along, I'm just more and more impressed and more excited, and yeah. There was for a while my belly was growing and I felt like it kept growing taller, and that's what my midwife said as well. She's like, it's just getting really long because you have such great abs, and I was like, I work out? Yeah. My husband's there too, and he was like, yeah, we work out together. It's just her strong abdominal core is what they called it, and I was like, yeah, I have one of those, sort of. I think it was in between this week and last week when I just went from being able to zip my jacket one day to not being able to zip it anymore, and I felt like all of a sudden it went from getting taller and like more tense to just letting go and just and so that feels better. I don't feel like it's stretching upwards as much anymore. Before I felt like I was almost obligated to arch my back to be comfortable, because otherwise I felt like I was squishing her. There just wasn't any space. But now that it's pushed forward and I'm looking massive, it's feeling a lot better. As far as names go, I talked about this on the blog a while ago. We still don't have a first name. We know it's a girl. And we've had a boy name picked out since the beginning of our marriage. That one's taken care of for, you know, a maybe future pregnancy. But this one, we're just like, oh, but all the girl names are so pretty. We like too many. We've got a short list, so I think we have some ideas and some really solid, classic, good standard names that we both like. So in the worst case scenario, we'll get to the hospital and we'll meet her and figure out when we see her which name fits her best, kind of a deal. Which might not be such a bad option anyways. So I feel like by 31 weeks you should probably have a pretty solid birth plan planned out. I've got nothing. Like I mentioned before, I really spent the entire first half of this pregnancy kind of expecting everything to I was expecting to have another miscarriage because I've already had 3. And so the fact that this has gone on so long was really, really surprising to me. And I don't have a birth plan. But I'm taking classes right now, the birthing classes and things like that. And I kind of want to see what's expected of you in France and what the options are. I could make this whole birth plan and then find out that none of the options I wanted are even available in France, or that they have much better options that I never would have thought of and nobody's talking about on all of the American blogs I'm reading, because that's not really, they just do things differently here. So I kind of want to take those classes and see what they offer and then decide, if that makes sense. I don't know, I think that's probably the best way to go about it, because really, for the moment, I just kind of feel lost in regards to all of that. So often in America, I hear people saying things like, oh, you know, baby's craving what baby needs, so if you feel a craving, you should, you know, fulfill it and eat whatever you're craving. But I don't know, I haven't had particularly strong cravings, except for ice cream, but even when I'm not pregnant, I have particularly strong cravings for ice cream. As far as symptoms go, everything's been pretty much standard, 3rd trimester, things you should expect. I've been out of breath. Filming this video, I keep having to stop and take breaths and go after just a few sentences, so that's definitely happening. I've got the dry, itchy skin. I've been using bio oil. I bought Palmer's before I got pregnant, and I heard that a lot of really good things about the Palmer's cocoa butter for stretch marks and things like that. But when I was in my first trimester and, you know, scents are really weird and kind of funky, I just couldn't stand the smell of it. So my recommendation as far as that goes would be, if you are going to use some type of anti-stretch mark cream, to wait until you're into your first trimester and go and smell them, because I'm fine with the bio oil, but your senses are so crazy while you're pregnant anyways. What smells really lovely to one lady might smell like garbage to another, so you never know. And I really think it's worth checking it out or borrowing it from a friend and checking out the smell before you jump on in with that. Stretch marks. I have no stretch marks on my belly at the moment, but I think it's normal for 31 weeks. From what I've read online, most women seem to crack a bit more around the 34-week mark, so I'm just anticipating that. Just kind of told myself it's going to happen that way. If it doesn't happen, it'll be a nice surprise, but if it does happen, I've already accepted it and moved on to other things, and it'll be less of a shock. That being said, I do have stretch marks on my breasts. That was a surprise. I didn't expect to get them so early. Everyone grows differently, and I've read so many stories about women who were just like, you know, make sure you don't buy any bras while you're pregnant, because you're just going to grow out of them as soon as your milk comes in anyways. And yeah, your boobs get a bit bigger, but it's just like when right before your period, when you're bloated, that kind. That's not true for me at all. I have gone up 4 cup sizes since the beginning of this pregnancy. 4. I have been very uncomfortable because bras are expensive, and I have not bought 4 new bras each time I went up a cup size. And even currently, I'm probably up another cup size, but I just don't want to spend any more money on bras, so I got one of those little bra extenders. I don't know if you've seen them before. It's black and it's stretchy and it's got the hooks on, and you just gives you a bit more breathing room. But there's just no way. And now that I'm towards the end, I know in a few weeks I'm supposed to be getting like proper nursing bras and things like that. But A, they're really hard to find if you're wearing your real bra size, and B, they're expensive, so I don't want to wear something that's, as soon as my milk comes in, I'm going to go up another cup size, or I'm going to change width-wise around my ribs, or that's just, it's a lot. I feel like it's just money going down the drain. I have bought 3 bras this pregnancy, 2 of which were sports bras, because I figured, well, if it's a sports bra, so it'll stretch, it will be fine. But one of them I still occasionally wear when I have nothing else, or when my only bra that does fit is in the wash. And at the end of the day, it leaves like deep purple mark lines at the tops of my breasts. It's not even just that I'm doubling over, but it's leaving like purple marks. And that's a sports bra that's supposed to be stretchy, and it's actually a sports nursing bra. I figured that one would be fine all the way till the end, but I was very wrong. No, if you're uncomfortable, you need a new bra. That's just how that goes. If you're uncomfortable, you need a new bra. Don't suffer. Also, if anyone has any recommendations for bras that grow with you, or bras that would be good to take for the hospital, and I don't know what size I'll be afterwards because of the milk coming in, I would love suggestions. Please leave them in the comments. That would just make my day if I could find a bra that was comfortable. At this point, I'm not even asking for good support and like an underwire system and, you know, like a proper band size and everything. I just want something that's not going to leave marks at the end of the day, and that's not going to ride up when I lift my hands up. Because that's the other problem. If it's too loose around the band, I don't know if you noticed, but like throughout the day it'll like ride up, and that's really, really awkward and uncomfortable. But baby has definitely been moving a lot, which is exciting. I'm gonna be really honest with you. There's so many people who are like, it's the most beautiful thing you'll ever feel, and it's like, and it's magical, and it is all of those things. But one word that I would not use to describe it would be natural. It feels a little bit like there's an alien in there. It's the most beautiful, creepy thing you've ever felt. That's how I would describe it. The baby wakes up around 2 a.m. and gets really super active. That wakes me up, and I should go back to sleep afterwards, but I get so excited because I can feel her, and I just want to keep feeling that. And while she's active and while she's doing her little thing, I want to be there for that moment, because I know I won't be pregnant for much longer. And I also know that this pregnancy is extra special because I currently don't have any other children, so I don't have to be up at 5 a.m. every day or anything like that. And I really want to take advantage of the little moments. And for me, that counts. I feel like when she's moving around and, you know, I'm poking her and she's poking back, I kind of feel like I'm playing with her. It feels interactive, so I really enjoy that. Even though it's 2 in the morning, that's fine. That's fine. All right. So to kind of conclude things, I want to show you a purchase that I'm very excited about. It's the diaper bag. I spent a really long time looking for a diaper bag that I felt like I could carry as a regular bag and wouldn't be completely embarrassed. Because there's a lot of really cute ones with zebras and like little cartoon characters and things on them, which are great for baby, but I'm not a baby, I'm an adult woman, and I want a bag that looks like an adult woman's bag. And so I got this one off of Amazon France, and it's the JJ Cole one. Ooh, in licorice. The color's licorice. It looks really black in all of the pictures I saw online, but it is definitely grey. I don't know if you can see that here, if the color is coming up really well, but it's definitely grey. It's by no means black, but it's beautiful. I like it. I'm okay with it. Yeah. It's got loads of pockets and things. I don't know, I'll show you again. See, there's a bunch of front pockets. The inside is green, which is a lovely color. You can see I've got a lot of things in there already, because what I've been doing is I don't have the hospital bag ready yet, but I have just been, whenever I buy something that I think will probably go in the hospital bag, I chuck it in here so that should there be an emergency, should I go into premature labor, I can just tell my husband to grab the diaper bag and I'll have a minimum of things that'll kind of help me. I mean, I can't really prepare more than that at the moment. Things, we haven't bought everything yet, so it's not ready to be finished, but yeah, that's exciting. Thank you for following along, watching the video just to this point here. If you made it this far, thank you. Please subscribe, that way you can see when new videos come up, because I don't always post on my blog when I've posted a new video on the channel. And yeah, that would be great. Also check out my blog, because I do post on my blog 5 times a week, sometimes a bit more if I have something that I want to announce. Alright, thank you ladies, and I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Ciao.